Anyway, it turns out the recording keeps freaking breaking, so now I need to keep a constant eye on both my audio and on the freaking stupid recording software, because it keeps bugging out. So yeah, I'm encoding, I forgot. There we go. I'll just start from the beginning of this room. Because I have no idea where the cat was. Because this stupid freaking thing doesn't tell me anything like, hey, problems recording. Nope, nothing. So I gotta just keep an eagle eye on this stupid thing. Constantly. Oh boy. So anyway, we got ourselves a security room. So, to solve this security room, you need to turn off the lights. This lion? What's it got in its mouth? It's some kind of button, right? Looks like you can push it. I can barely make it out, but I think there's something carved on the surface. Sun? Wait, so is this lion eating the sun? Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here. I'm gonna push that button. That okay? Yeah, sure. Why is the volume so low? It's usually 3 times as high as this. Yo! Volume! Why are you so low? Well, let's turn it off. I guess it's a light switch. I guess so too. Okay. So yeah, we've got these things and that thing. Ooh, hold up, I'll take that. Alright, so that's the solution to the puzzle you get later on, but the most important thing here is this. And this is what I missed, and I couldn't figure out how to walk through, but I think if I just poked around randomly I could have figured it out. Anyway, so those correspond to the colors of the chairs, and depending on what kind of chair you have, I think it's supposed to be randomized. You have a password. So I have red, green and yellow. So I need that, and that. Alright, let's just turn back the lights. Yep. Okay, that's the solution. Stop getting in my way, recording software. Anyway, so let's just get here. Turn. Yeah. Looks like I've got 9 switches. There's a little thunderbolt icon up there. I guess if there are a bunch of power switches. Huh. We're all red. Does that mean we're all off? How about you try and flip some of them? Yep. Did you hear something? Yeah, I did. Kind of starting up sound. Okay, so boop, 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 boop. Let's just ignore that for now. So those are the switches for the TVs or screens. You need only some of them to get the password out, because otherwise it won't let you do it. Yep, and turn on. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be a password. There's gonna be another password. Okay, let's just do this one first. Let me write it. It's like, where's the password screen? Where's the password screen? Yeah, I get it. Let me actually write the password, maybe. Okay, let's see. Red is... God damn, it's a long one. Dead. There we go. Thank you, stairs. Did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Good job. Yeah, cakewalk. Sure. Did you see this icon? One in the upper left corner? Yeah. I wonder what this icon means. There's only one way to find out, right? True. Okay, so I'm supposed to make these things green, I think. Things. No, it's gonna be symmetrical. It's like one move here, one move here, one move here, one move here, something like that. That's how it's supposed to be solved. Damn, I remember it was really easy. I just accidentally did it. Damn, how did I do it? Okay, if I remember correctly, I'm supposed to make these green. Last time I got it while trying to make these things green, so what if I just do that? Nope. What if I just do that? No, I already did that. Huh. Anyway, the solution is what you saw before. I just can't figure out how to do this in 4 moves. You're supposed to do it only in 4 moves. And I keep forgetting how to do it. I'll figure it out eventually. God damn it. It was so easy last time. I swear I did it fast. I'm not that dumb. Okay, so those things are supposed to stay green. No, wait, they're not. So I'm definitely supposed to click at least one of these things. Okay, so no. It's kind of weird how that doesn't make this one green. Oh yeah, those don't make our triangles green. So these can only make these green. Huh, okay. I'll probably make a cut again. And the volume is low again. I don't understand why is it so freaking low. It's because it turned a little wrong. Stupid wire to the microphone is always so hard. So the microphone keeps turning slightly. Especially when I'm not looking. Okay. They're not supposed to be green. There's gotta be something as simple like that. Oh my Jesus. Can I really not figure this out again? Damn, I seriously did this without a walkthrough. Why can't I do this right now? So I'm an idiot. Yeah, they like that puzzle. Yeah. Anyway. You know what, now that I think about it, I'm not actually supposed to do this. Because the password is so obvious. This is a lot more complicated than the actual puzzle you get at you having a clue. Like, doing this, you get a clue to the puzzle after that. By kind of weird words. Okay, that's one. That is a green. There we go. Okay, that's now one of those. Yeah. I've seen this icon before, yeah, just like I was saying. Okay, remember it being something like young. No, it was something like that. It wasn't that specifically. There you go. Oh, you figured it out. Not bad. And my reward? Ha! Nice try. Looks like Zero got something for you though. You mean this new icon? Right. Yep. And this makes stuff appear on the screen again. Yep. Look up. This is it. That was you. You will be me. And this is where we use it. Those screens will change. Okay, this one is a red password. It starts with S, I think. Yellow, I mean yellow. You better guess, right? Yep. Why are you so mean, V? Okay. S, D, Q, and Y. My genius. Solved it. I didn't even have a walkthrough. Good. That's all then. Oh, well done. Would it really kill you to take this down like 10%? Yes. Look at the corner of the screen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this one is supposed to be done by looking at the hourglasses you have. So you picked before that hourglass is the red one and the yellow one. Yellow one has 11, red one has 4. So you're supposed to compare these two. As you can see, there's 3 more. You can actually just count the number of lines. Anyway, hold up. Keep doing that. So it's like twice that. It's 9, whatever. 9, 11, and 15 is the solution. So you can compare them, or you can just count the lines, but it gets blurry and my eyesight is bad and you can't zoom in on this, and so yeah. There's the solution. Ha! Get it. Not bad. There's another icon on the screen now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Hey, hold on a minute there. Aren't you curious about the screens up here? Huh? Yeah. Can I zoom out? So I guess we're supposed to inspect these. Is it from security cameras? I thought so. Hey, what about the Miyuji, Clove, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? You can see just as well as I can. There's nobody there. Not you okay either. Might as well take a good look at it now. Yeah, nothing. Yep. So you get warehouse B and warehouse A, and so on and so forth. Screen changed, yeah. What the heck is this? There's a different word in each one. I guess we're supposed to shuffle them around until we make a sentence. Yeah. Now look at this, blah blah blah. Anyway, yeah, you're supposed to align them in the word, into the sentence. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You're not supposed to have every screen. You're supposed to disable some of them. As you can see, they got auto-enabled. Yes. Binders. Okay. Got it. Anyway, yeah. Here's the see 4 on red. This one is yellow with 11. Just showing that. Okay, so this is the first puzzle. For okay. You will be me. That was you. You'll be me. There we go. Okay, yeah, see? So do you really need a clue for this? So you don't really need to do the left and right password, computers, whatever. You can just figure out that as is, because that's not really hard to make sentences like that. I'm assuming the puzzle is a lot more complicated in Japanese because, well, Japanese, it's harder, and I'm assuming more forming sentences with Japanese is more difficult. Anyway, just as I thought. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing changed though. Well, it's not here. Yeah, take a look at this screens up the wall. on the wall. Yeah, this is the password for the safe. Yep. Okay, so when she said screens up a wall, I actually assumed she was talking about that and that, but no, that's just confusing Warden. Anyway, for the second password, you're supposed to do this. So she knows everything, is what you would have had. Like, seriously, can you not figure out how to make those words into a sentence without a tip? So yeah, really, really easy. The actual difficulty in this room was getting the passwords for the computer, because you don't get any clues what you're supposed to look at the stairs. Oh, nice work. Look, screen changed. Yeah, it's a different password this time. Anyway, there's your solution. It's really easy, but this machine, for example, was really confusing. I kept thinking like maybe there's something in here. It's probably gonna come up later. Also, I kept thinking maybe there's something hidden somewhere. Also, I looked at, as you can see that the floor has lines running along it, and they're not symmetrical. Like, god damn it, why did you do that? Let me just take a look in here. Okay, I'm gonna use a keyboard. It's gonna be easier to scroll like that. Anyway, as you can see on the floor, I thought that kind of pattern is a clue to something, but I couldn't figure out how exactly it might be a clue. So there's just a lot of things which just seem like they might be something, but they are actually not. This room is a lot easier than it seems. That's one thing I wanted to make clear here. Okay, that's the second password, yeah. So let's just get the file and get out of here. Okay, just staring at my recording software again. Like, hopefully it didn't break. Doesn't seem like it did, thankfully. Yeah, same as before. Probably opened the same way. Yep, give it a try. Yeah, let's see our passwords. Go on, security. Okay, blue, star, moon, moon. Star, moon, star. There we go. There we go. Excellent. It opened. Okay, actually curious about what did I just get. Okay, number 9 door, injection gown. 4A, B, okay. 4B graffiti. Okay, I'm assuming this is gonna be it. The 9th line, 8 to sun, appears to have been written in some sort of weird paint. It's a Latin phrase that translates roughly to remember mortality. 9th, but seems to have been spelled wrong, likely on purpose. Why? Perhaps it's an anagram, like words on the wall, like on the warehouse. If it is, what does this one mean? I don't want to figure this out right now. And now got displayed in the background is actually a 4-second timer. It doesn't have much practical use except maybe for really impatient people. If you're at a restaurant waiting for food to come out, for instance. Hey, how long are you going to make me wait? I've already flipped this hourglass 100 times. Technically 100 times would only be 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds, but saying 100 times is much more dramatic. Therefore much more likely to get a desirable response from wait staff. These, okay, hold on. Gentle points? Okay, never mind. Knife. Small survival knife. Myrmidons. 150 for... That's the knife used to kill an old lady. Okay, interesting. So that's how it looks. I don't know. Several use special locks indicated on the map by arrows. On the far side of each arrow is a lever. Pulling this lever will unlock the locks. Once this had been done, you can explore the entire area at your leisure. Okay. Love cause and effect. Specifically what a cause must precede every effect. At the quantum level, however, things aren't quite as immutable. Principle of quantum superposition holds that any physical system such as electron exists at least partially in all of its theoretical states or configurations, but when measured gives a result corresponding to only one of them. Classic example of this is the double slit experiment, where light appears to behave as both wave and a particle. One of the interesting implications of this is what in a state you are influencing In a sense, you are influencing the past. By observing the system, you are defining the cause of an effect you witness, and in a way altering the past. Normally I would comment here about the quantum levels where shit gets real, but given the nature of this phenomenon, it seems like it would be more accurate to say about the quantum levels where shit gets unreal. So, is this all an allegory of what we are supposed to be Schrodinger's cat in this game? Ronald Knox, the mystery writer from UK, published the following as his rules for writing a mystery novel. Criminal must be mentioned early on. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. No more than one secret room or passage. No undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. No accident must ever help with detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. Okay, but I think that constantly happens to me. Detective must not commit a crime. Detective must declare any clues he may discover. The stupid friend of the detective, Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. Twin brothers and doubles generally must not appear unannounced. Huh. Why was this there? Like, it's gotta be a clue to something, right? So does someone have a twin? Anyway, security. Okay, so, moon, star, sun. Star, sun. There we go. It opened. So it did. This card looks familiar. Different image now. Yeah, it's one of the AB room's card. Well, I guess there are two of them actually. These are the star keys the announcer was talking about. And then we get the same key as usual. You know, it actually makes me wonder if a pair of people has been killed prior to the Ampedex room, does that mean everyone is gonna be punished because we can't vote? Okay, let's keep going. Might as well. Okay, there's a door. Look for a door. It says lock. Gonna open it, okay? You ready? Yes, of course I am. Get on with it. Right, here we go then. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Wait.
What's up?
I just realized something.
What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me?
Yeah. You're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it. Problem is, I didn't see any kind of controls there, so, you know...
Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. Okay, sure, why not? What do we do?
Leave that to me.
Like always. You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles.
Is that a verb?
Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Was it seriously that simple? Monitor video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
Wait. What in the heck is this? Evan says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
By 0?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Hey, what's this?
You want to open it?
Yeah.
It says Golem status.
Can we revive my buddy? My good old friend. That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. There's a disabled one. Everything has been erased too.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a sec.
What is it?
There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. Ooh. I knew it. That golem implement is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Golem, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah, but he said what passes for a golem brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled, his brain is probably still in function. Can you see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then try one that says cache. These file names all seem like random characters. Whatever, just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's probably from right after Kate decked us. We'll be tossed into that wide door on the left in a minute. Just watch. See?
interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Yeah. Might be able to figure out who the killer is, and maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice!
Stupid neighbors. Drilling again.
Great work, Sigma.
Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. I don't know, I don't mind that. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. Started going through the rest of the files. Security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark. Actually, I think the microphone's not picking that up well. Huh. That's one good thing about having only one direction. I opened my mouth to continue, but then it happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. Staggered, my bones gone. Ah, virus. What? Why is she talking like that? She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What is going on in here? Can't understand what she's saying. Why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. The hell is this? Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. So it just looks like everything is speeding up. I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. I woke up several minutes later, and I opened my eyes. The first thing I saw was the ceiling of a security office. Sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fee, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again. She wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Oh my god, I can't even hear anything anymore. Well, I seem to have found it again. This is a security office. Maybe we got lost and found?
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in.
Oh my god. She's so mean.
Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. I think I might just be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
For just a moment I thought of Radical 6. I didn't want to worry Fee if I didn't have to, but stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins.
No, check up on me.
I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
What is this?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
Why not just record it?
You'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right, that looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No. It's just a bunch of numbers. Doesn't look like numbers to me. I'm assuming this? I got my heads or tails on it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's K.
Yeah.
It looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time he has left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
Was he a yellow player before? And that would have been white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
We were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means we're seeing here is 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him.
Where is Luna?
The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position.
Where is Luna?
Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah, about a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait, how do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah, if I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass.
You can also use a timer on your bracelet, but... okay.
Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Oh. Someone's coming in. Luna? Is it Clover behind her?
Yeah, this is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Wanna listen to it?
What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Huh?
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey, they've gone. So I wished Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of a screen. If there's another... no, you said this was it.
Yeah, this is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
God damn it, Clover, killing people again. Didn't you learn anything last time? Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah, this is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds.
I'm just disappointed Dio isn't a killer. Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours 12 minutes, another person comes in just missing her.
So he did come. Okay, now I have a reason to blame him for everything. He disappeared too, down below the bottom of a frame. What's he up to?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
Why?
Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying. I mean, he's constantly lying. Are you really surprised? He wasn't on the floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
And whatever it was, it happened during this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what?
The cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like Ravis.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, should be around here. 1 sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time with his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you.
Is there nothing else?
I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
I don't know the footage in my head. 0 hours 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. 29 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours 10 minutes, they both move out of frame. 11 minutes 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio is also immediately exiting the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 13 minutes 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. This point there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 21 minutes, the remaining time until primary door open. Seems to be only one conclusion. Person who killed Luna is... It's Sigma! It's Clover, yeah. That's the conclusion you want to...
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That footage alone is enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one thing into account, that's the... okay.
And what is that element?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what I say. Dio's behavior at white doors. Kay wanted us to enter the white doors. I told him I wouldn't leave these 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew what only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew we had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. When Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. It's impossible. How are we supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. One, when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. And 2, he killed Luna himself. Second one doesn't seem likely though. Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi wouldn't be able to get through the white doors without her. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. It doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. He wasn't the killer when we left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off, or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get an injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, where was one last thing? Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No, nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went.
I mean anything. Where were other files?
And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay, well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from a horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
It's gonna go delightfully wrong, I just know it. Oh, I can feel it. By the way, I've been checking the recording software and the audio in the microphone recording software, and the time doesn't line up again, only somehow the game recording software is ahead. It's kind of weird. I guess I'm gonna have to mess around with syncing the audio and such. No one's here.
Yeah. Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah. I still want to mess around with the corpses to check out if they're robots. Can't tell me you're not curious about that too. What if they're all robots? What if it's some kind of experiment to figure out how we'll act?
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Alright then. Alice. Luna. Most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like a friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange cold shell. Every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach and just sits there, poisoning you. Turned and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. A lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Getting suspiciously close to each other, looking for others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody.
That's how I live my life.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. He turned and headed for the door at the far end. Heaved myself up off the wall and followed. And we still never found Quark. Like, when was the last time we saw him? Oh. First thing I felt was a strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. That ball turned to ice and my legs began to tremble under its weight, before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd have left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
What?
The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. There's one person who would know where a partition is, where a camera is. Like handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped in here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them who did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Tamiya's left hand. Looks like it probably came from a knife or something. Similar. Must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
You see those little tiny... It's from a bracelet, right? A penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated them.
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
He bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. Quark's bracelet is here, and that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No, this can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet came out before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. The Zero Junior told us what will only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. Right, so you're saying he escaped and came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Junior said the number 9 door only opens once. If he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic?
Well, you know, he could have just went into the 9 door and then dropped the bracelet in if it came off right there, but I don't know if that's how it works.
Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma.
There are 2 corpses stored on our side. I don't think thinking positive will change much.
Reality is what we believe it to be.
Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough! Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but so would my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope Fee was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first.
Why?
Clues.
What kind of clues?
To who might have killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killers saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
If Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. Killer handcuffed them to a sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
And now you can't find it.
Right.
You think the killer took it?
I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
He knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't think she has a lot of places to hide anything there. And after a moment I saw her hand stop.
Look, see her thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
910? It's written in blood, it must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
I think it's upside down. What does it mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. So it wasn't one of us, I mean.
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Damn. This is hopeless. Can't keep up anymore. Everything here is goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB rooms makes lunacy seem like the most suspicious. But when would she have done that? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in a handkerchief. And of course now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? Footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Chloe seem like the most likely suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. Elsa's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. Also, I think it's upside down. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? And why did they kidnap us to bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head is about to explode. Please, Fee, give me something, anything. A clue, a hint, come on, you gotta have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... the rec room. And I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be a breakthrough I'd been looking for. Everything in my head has ground to a halt, even after all I'd seen. A room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think. Was laughter in this situation a defensive response, designed to protect a brain from constant emotional bombardment? Say what right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, a brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help a body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, the loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on edge of death. Let's say what two species of animals come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feel pain, but species B doesn't. Horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated, and only species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, millions of years. Creatures that walk the face of Earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception, so I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by a million years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And they also defeated the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
She was right. At the end of the second round of AB game, Fee and I haven't been out of each other's sight. Well, you have been for one moment. Again through the wide door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, solved it together. No, wait, there had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? Rec Room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If a round trip took about a minute, when she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. 5 minutes? 5 minutes, huh? Just how long have I been out? That wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. Just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. How long have I been like that? Might have only been like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. Where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing there, Fee?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah, 2 things actually.
Oh?
Take a look at this.
A knife?
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade, too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of a manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before.
Sounds like a merc group to me.
But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
I did not see it here, but yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
I think I've heard those numbers before. Yeah, the old lady.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah, that's it. When on scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave up as for a wound.
Right, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom.
Alice is the killer is what I think.
And wound width would would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
Right.
So if I match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have... gotten it from Alice.
By the way, you know, you could have wiped it. It's like, it's just a small thing, but why didn't you wipe it? I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a sec. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in a handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later?
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found two things. There was the knife and... this.
Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it, just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
Well, yeah, it was obvious, but I thought you were gonna pretend like it's not obvious. What I mean?
Get over here. Picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
Oh, you finally gonna reveal that? She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this,
Yeah.
right?
So, that's it. The Luxor suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, Feet shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But...
It's no good. Can't get it open.
why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying that shorted the suit out or something.
I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah,
God damn, that's one thing I thought we would get.
no way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
She'd only been searching for a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
Oh. That's one Tenmyouji had.
Yeah,
And does that mean Kay was the one who had handcuffed them to the sink?
we don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyouji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for the luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, Phil.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
You're not gonna stab me, are you? Done?
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
And the side of the bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyouji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
And that leaves the old woman Alice and Tenmyuji.
Right.
Do you remember what Tenmyuji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tenmyuji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood in it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyuji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Sr.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Sr.?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
And I'm a descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Sr. was Dio, then...
all of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell is happening? It's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened the gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
I know, I'm coming. What the hell's going on? Did we get any answers? I feel like there's just more and more mysteries. It's like more and more questions. Freaking hell. I just wanted this something. It doesn't really prove what Dio is a Zero Senior, but... I mean, he killed someone, so that's one thing, which we know now, but... it doesn't necessarily mean we know who. It could have been Alice's blood, it could have been an old woman's. So many questions. Damn. There's no one here. Do they run off?
Why would they run away?
Hell if I know. How did Quark open the AB gate anyway? Not a Starkey, he shouldn't be able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But he didn't find one when he searched them.
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all, then. You shouldn't write him off just because he is a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible. You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the keycard after they died.
Oh. Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nothing. Well, enough would I know where he might be.
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? Ah. The room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. Door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
Thank you, Sherlock. I hope it was one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones with say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit on one and say stuff like action, or cut, or double dick I've tried so a lot and now.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Zersinia wasn't there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
Wasn't a question. Huh.
There's no one here.
The computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
Is biting.
A sun?
It has a couple of input fields for a field ID and a password.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
Vitue headed off toward the bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. Felt compelled to stay, found myself staring at the screen. Lion biting the sun. Magenta-Ally-Ally, if a ninth lion ate a sun. Remember death. If a ninth lion ate a sun. Could this be the ninth lion? And maybe... Magenta-Ally-Ally. Remember death. Magenta-Ally-Ally. Remember death. That's the password?